to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I am your host, Nicholas Blaylock.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the trade target that nobody is talking about. Before we get into it, guys, this video is brought to you by Monkey Knife Fight. Use code TODAYJAYS to get discounts and deals throughout the video.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Nick, so let's get right into it.
Let's do it, dude.
Let's do it as well. Who is it?
It's we've talked a lot about this guy, but it was like a year ago. A year and a half ago.
About a year and a half, during free agency
during free agency last year. The dude that we have in mind is Jake Odorizzi, and he was one of the top three sort of pitching targets for the Blue Jays last year. It was him, it was Paxton, it was one other guy.
Taijuan Walker.
Taijuan Walker was there too, you know. So it's like he was one of the guys where it was like everyone was like, oh, like Blue Jays should be in on him. And I think for a while there, the Jays management were showing some interest. Now, didn't work out. He ended up going to Houston. But now he's kind of coming off of a we don't really know season. It kind of had a few injuries in there. And it looks like he might be, and this is according to MLB trade rumors, the odd man out on that Houston Astros rotation. And he might be a good guy to kind of target, dude.
Yes, this guy is Jake Odorizzi. For those who don't know, Jake Odorizzi, you've got Verlander back with Houston Astros. McCullers Jr. having a great year, going to continue. Valdez, great year. Garcia, great rookie year. Urquidy, a great year.
Yeah.
Jake Odorizzi,
where did he fit in?
Where does he go? He pitched for a 4.21 ERA. Not bad at all, but he doesn't fit in that Houston rotation that is so dominant that went to the World Series. So, that's a great idea for them to trade him to get some value back.
I do think so, man. And again, like 4.21 ERA, like, let's face it, like that's average at best, you know? But he was dealing with a lot of injuries last year. They were kind of on and off. I was looking at that transaction history, and it was like up, down, up, down, up, down. And another thing to note is that at the end of the season there in September, he actually got kind of frustrated with the Houston Astros management, with the Houston Astros coaches, because he was in a game, he was feeling good. They pull him out after 66 pitches. He thought that he could keep going. It was one of these whole things where we've seen it with Montoya before. We know all about this movie, and that did happen there. So I think that he has all the incentive to want to leave, especially because in his contract, it says that there's a lot of incentives involved with innings, with striking, with all of these things, right? So he doesn't want to be their, bullpen dude who pitches a few innings here. Like, I think he wants a shot at a rotational place, and he might just get that as the fifth man on our team, dude.
Yeah, exactly. This guy I see him as like our Mats kind of guy that we traded for last year near the end. We're only expecting him to be our fourth or fifth dude, but he's got upside. He's a career ERA of 3.95. Some seasons he's pitching mid-threes, so it's like great. That's kind of what we wanted for Steven Matz. So I think Pete Walker might do an experiment, taught him, see what he's got. But that contract that you were talking about, $8 million guaranteed with an upside of $14.75 million if he pitches for 160 innings. Does that concern you at all? That it's that could be that much money?
Not really, because if he does pitch for 160 innings, then I'll be happy with the investment.
That's exactly right.
It's just like I don't like all the incentives. I kind of like really like incentives because it's just like, well, if you do that, then I will be happy with what you've done, and we probably needed you on this baseball team to begin with. So here's the $14 million, and again, he might not even do that because he does have the injury concern, and I guess I'm kind of concerned about the injuries, but then also not really because well, if he's injured, then we wouldn't pay him that much anyways.
Exactly.
So it's like all of this kind of works out for us. And I think that the best part about this is that you can acquire this dude for maybe a bag of baseballs. In fact, MLB trade rumors, and I'm going to pull up a quotation right here off of their website where they literally wrote, the Astros might need to kick in some money or take back a contract, but Odorizzi can still help a few teams in the middle or back of their rotation. And that goes along with his negative 7.5 trade value that he has. So it's like,
So, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking like we could literally give up a dude that we don't really like here and just acquire a guy at a different position.
Who's the dude that you'd be willing to give up?
Well, I mean,
I think I'm trying to.
Randall the I think it might be time to go, Grichuk.
Oh my God!
But I mean, like,
you never know.
For real, like it actually could happen, right? It's like, and if you didn't want to do that, if they didn't want to take on that contract. Okay, no problem. Like,
doesn't make sense to do it either way.
Yeah, like 45th ranked prospect. Like, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just like,
and hey, maybe they can pay for half of his contract.
True. That's the thing. Like, maybe they could literally do that.
And
who
who
cares?
cares?
Like, you can take, like, you know, a whatever guy and, like, just pay for half of this. And then we'll just get Jake Odorizzi on, like, literally zero money for just upside.
Yep. And I'm absolutely for it, right? I'm absolutely for it because he would literally be coming in as our 5th guy.
Yeah.
When like, literally a year ago, we were looking at this dude as, like, our 3rd.
Yes.
Like, you know, at best. You know what
literally.
I mean?
It's like, he could have even been our 2nd dude because, like, last year, it's like, we just had Ryu.
We had Ryu, and then we didn't know about Robbie Ray or Mats.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it was like, and Jake Odorizzi was like top tier. And again, the last season he was like fully healthy and fully pitching good. I think it was a 3.51 ERA that he did.
I will take
So it's
it.
like that's
I'm
right
going to
there.
take
It's like
it.
that is the upside of this dude, and no one's talking about him at all because he's injured. He's not really on the forefront of Houston's team anymore. So I mean, I think it could work for both parties, and like I will happily trade away a bag of baseballs to acquire Jake Odorizzi.
Me, absolutely, guys. All right, guys, let us know in the comments down below what do you think about Jake Odorizzi. As well, $3 a month to become a Patreon. Shout out and thank you to all of our current Patreon members. You keep this channel going.
Thank you so much for watching.
And
Go Jays, go!